Hello everybody, welcome to the Empressive channel. There's a couple of things I want to talk about in this video. First, starting with the singer and actress Chloe Bailey. Now, Chloe previewed 3 new songs on her Instagram live video. She's currently trying to decide what her next single should be, so instead of picking it out herself, she decided to let the public choose her next single, and this is a very smart marketing move. Chloe knows exactly what to do. Now, her last single, Treat Me, did not perform the way she probably hoped. It didn't do as well as Have Mercy, and I think Chloe is paying attention to how her audience is receiving her music. So instead of doing another upbeat pop song, she's going for a more slower to moderate tempo R&B song, and this is what her audience will receive, I think. Now, the songs that she previewed were For the Night, Surprise, Cheat Back, and she also played a longer snippet of her song with the artist Black called Cry For Me, but that's his song, not hers. But based off of the reactions, it seems like a lot of people like her song For the Night. I'm not gonna lie, I actually like her song Surprise. I really like it. I love the melodies and I love her vocals, especially when she gets in that upper range. Chloe and her sister Hallie have some of the best falsettos in the game right now. Their upper register is just brilliant. But the lyrics in her song Surprise are pretty sexual, so it might not be best to release it as her next single. It's better for her to go for a more radio-friendly song, so that's what I think she's going to do, and the people seem to prefer For the Night. So it looks like that might be her next single. Once again, I think Chloe was very smart for previewing her music and allowing her fans to choose. It not only makes her fans excited for her music, but it also forces the label to speed up the release process, because Chloe has her album done. She's been waiting to release her music, but the label has been taking their little time. So Chloe is trying to, get the ball moving, and I think that was a smart thing she did. Now, moving on, let me talk about Brandy and Jack Harlow. Last week, Jack Harlow was put on blast for not knowing that Brandy and Ray J were related. He also was called out for not even knowing Brandy's music. Just a backstory, he played this game on Hot 97 where he had to guess an artist's song. So they would play songs by white artists and black artists. And what I noticed is Jack Harlow was able to recall a lot of the songs from the white artists, but he was a little less confident when recalling some of the songs from the black artists. He did get a few right, but he didn't know a lot. He didn't know Brandy's Angel in the Sky song, and he didn't even know that Brandy was related to Ray J. And this, of course, had the internet buzzing. A lot of people were going in on Jack, and they were questioning him and asking, why is he making black music if he doesn't even know the black artists in the culture? So there was a narrative going around that he is a culture vulture. Now, Jack is a rapper, so I would expect him to know rap more so than R&B, and also he comes from a different generation, so he's more in tune with the music from his generation. Not only that, he is white, so there's certain music that he was exposed to growing up. He wasn't exposed to a lot of the old school R&B, and I could just tell by watching that whole segment, he wasn't raised on R&B music, so therefore he's not going to automatically be familiar with Brandy's music. He's just not. Now, is that an excuse for him not to know who Brandy is? Not really, because the late rapper Lil Keed knew who Brandy was. Rest in peace to Lil Keed. For those who don't know, Lil Keed actually had a song with Brandy called Smack on God, which was a random collaboration, but Lil Keed is the same age as Jack Harlow, and he knew who Brandy is, and a lot of people know who Brandy is, so it's not really an age thing. It's more of a culture thing. People who know Brandy were raised on her, or they were exposed to her through her music and her TV shows and her movies. So they might not know every song from her, but they definitely know about her. Now, when Brandy caught wind of Jack Harlow's interview, she did tweet about it and said, "I will murk this dude in a rap at 43 on his own beats and then sing him to sleep. I know I'm mad late, but it was a joke. I didn't know he rapped, so I was just poking. But I see now this was a big thing a few days ago. See, I could have a little fun too. He, all love." And Jack Harlow did respond to Brandy. He actually posted a picture of Brandy and Ray J together on his IG story, and he played the song Brandy had with Kanye called Bring Me Down, which was kind of a funny response to Brandy and the internet. He feels like the world is bringing him down, so he decided to play that song. But I find it amusing how this whole thing between Brandy and Jack Harlow blew up. I do honestly believe Jack Harlow is not familiar with Brandy like that. It's pretty obvious. And also, I think Brandy was a little offended, even though she played it off like a joke. She was like, man, stop playing on my name. I think Brandy doesn't really get enough respect and appreciation, in my opinion, but that's a whole nother conversation in itself. Anyway, moving on, I want to talk about the singer Keyshia Cole. Keyshia Cole recently got her heart broken by the troubled NFL player Antonio Brown, and Antonio embarrassed Keyshia on the internet. Y'all, it's just a mess. Now, a lot of people didn't even know Keyshia was dating AB. She surprised people when she did a song with him, and she sparked more dating rumors when she talked about missing him on her IG story. But things took a sharp left when Antonio posted her and tagged her. He said, "You ain't pimping until you hit an R&B diva." Now, the internet was very puzzled that Keyshia got Antonio's initials tatted on her lower back, and I don't think Keyshia was too happy that he put her on blast like that, because it is embarrassing. She obviously took him seriously enough to tat his initials on her body, but it seemed like he only wanted to hit it and quit it. So it was embarrassing, and this is what led to their fallout. Now, I'm still confused at the fact that Keyshia was even dealing with Antonio. Their relationship seemed to be very, very random, and anybody who knows AB's history knows that he has a lot of red flags. He comes with a lot of red flags, and it just seemed odd that Keyshia would entertain him. For those who don't know, it has been suspected that AB suffers from CTE. And if you don't know what CTE is, it is a condition where a person experiences a lot of mental problems due to serious head trauma. And Antonio Brown has exhibited signs of CTE. Ever since he got that blow to the head on the football field back in 2016, there has been multiple incidents where he has acted erratically and violently. He would miss various games. He would violate protocol. He also was accused of assaulting a woman, and he was accused of sexual misconduct. And there's a list of other things, like he's not mentally well. And that became very apparent when he took off all of his clothes on the football field and abruptly quit his team. Also, he put this model and music producer Cindy Christine on blast not too long before he started messing around with Keyshia. So there's a lot going on with him, and it didn't seem like a good idea for Keyshia to be entertaining him. But for some reason, Keyshia hasn't seemed to evolve when it comes to her taste in men. I mean, I would think that now she's older and she has 2 sons, that she would choose a little better, but it seems like she's still drawn to certain types of guys. Based off of Keyshia's dating history, she never chose wisely, and oftentimes the guys that she was with ended up either breaking her heart or driving her crazy. At one point, she was dating Birdman, and she found out that Birdman was cheating on her, and she beat up his side chick, allegedly. And she was dating Jeezy at one point, and according to Jeezy, Keyshia proposed to him and he turned her down. Also, she was dating Bow Wow, and Bow Wow did her wrong, and she vandalized Bow Wow's friend's car. Not only that, her relationship with her ex-husband Daniel Gibson didn't end well because he too allegedly cheated on her. And then Keyshia started entertaining a much younger dude, a guy that was 14 years younger than her, named Nico, and she was really trying to build a family with this young guy, but he was just too young and immature for all of that. So Keyshia ended up moving on and found her way into the arms of the troubled NFL player Antonio Brown. And it just didn't make sense, but Keyshia was looking for love and wanted to be comforted in some way, because if you don't know, Keyshia has gone through a lot of different losses in the past months. She lost her mother Frankie, she lost her foster father, and she also lost her dog. So she's been going through a lot, and she saw Antonio Brown as a distraction, and they have been trauma bonding, but that relationship only left her even more traumatized, and now she's absolutely heartbroken.
Mentally, Mentally, I'm gonna be honest. Okay, so mentally, it was really bad. It was really bad. It was really bad. I mean, if you think about it, right? You think about having all this tremendous loss, and then, you know, you think you find somebody. Oh God, like you think you find somebody to kind of like share some feelings, some emotions, amongst other things with, and then that person's like, hell nah, girl, like that ain't the no, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, oh, okay, so now that's another loss, you know what I'm saying? To me, that's how I think my heart took it. So then I had to like reel it in and think about it like, okay, might be too much. I don't know how much I be having on my plate, I be dealing with, you know what I'm saying? And I think that, okay, I'm getting emotional. I think that was the breaking point for my heart, because when you even being around somebody, right, it can be, I mean, you can't, hold on, because my eyes are getting a little teary. I think when you're around somebody, I don't think it's no way for you to stop it. You know what I'm saying? If you around somebody or you kicking it with somebody, I don't think it's really, I mean, and so that's just what I wanted to say. You know what? I saw a black man that is going through the motion. I saw a black man that's going through the motion, bruh. I see, and I identify. I'm not a black man, but I identify with how heavy it can be. You know what I'm saying? And he might not care about that. I don't know. I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
With his trauma, you identify with the shit that he was going through as in the media, with his career as a black man. You felt he was misunderstood, and you could feel that or see that in yourself. But
total empath. Right. That's my heart was hurting. That's why I had to go to the emergency room. That's why I was like, oh, this little pain don't feel this hurt.
When you're offering pureness, he wants to play. In my opinion, even if y'all did that, you'll start to resent him if he's not in a place of receiving what you're trying to.
I think he made it very clear that he didn't want to receive it. I think he made it very clear. He was like, maybe I liked you at first, but now I don't. It's like a no. Maybe he don't know that it was a little harsh for him to say that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because even, like me speaking to him, he was like, do you want me to change the caption? And I was like, no, I don't want you to change the caption. No.
Yeah, I want you to understand, motherfucker, that this is a little insensitive. I want you to,
Now, after Keyshia did this live video, Antonio Brown responded to Keyshia, and he told her to get off his D.
Keyshia Cole, like, I'm a player, man. We don't want you, Keyshia. Stay on my d. You heard? You heard? Keyshia Cole hit me up to do something. We did it. All that extra shit, don't mix me with it. You heard? I'm a free agent. I don't belong to nobody but God. You heard? So you guys get that out there, push that out there, and make sure y'all get that understanding.
This whole situation is embarrassing, but I think Keyshia should have known better than to mess around with somebody like Antonio. He's just not stable, and the heartbreak and embarrassment is not worth it. It really isn't. But I do wish Keyshia all the best moving forward. This was a big L for her, but it's a learning lesson for her that she really needs to learn how to choose better. And she did say this on her IG post. The Shade Room actually reposted it. She said, yeah, I was big tripping. Shake my head, I see it now. I have a 12-year-old. Like, that type of disrespect for what? Nothing is worth that level of disrespect, especially when you don't deserve it. Had so much love, respect, and admiration for you. Guess that wasn't mutual either. Poor Keyshia. Anyway, tell me what you all think about this video down below. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video if you care. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.